did suggest we could drive to the bottom of it and do it that way instead.
Maybe. No, we're gonna go down the incline in a full moon. That sounds rude. So, good morning everybody.
Hello.
And yeah, welcome to the Cromford and High Peak Railway. So as you can see by our exceptionally fetching helmets and bicycles, we've hired some bikes and we are on the Cromford and High Peak Railway. So we're going to try and stop as much as we can and just have a little talk about the things we can see along the way. We've got a few stopping points listed, so we'll see how that goes. So yeah, welcome to the Cromford and High Peak Railway. Okay, so let's just briefly give this video a little bit of context. Here is a map of the UK supplied to us by Rail Map Online, and we're going to zoom in just here to where we are, which is the Peak District. Our ridiculous aim today is to get from one side of the Peak District to the other on bike and visit every disused station on that route, which is this route here, starting here in Cromford, or starting at the Middleton Top cycle hire place that we are, and cycling 33 miles up to Whaley Bridge and then 33 miles back again. That is the plan, every disused station and every incline. First question which I'm going to ask myself, however, is why haven't you done the inclines to the east of where we are now? We were going to start with the big inclines the other side and start down to the High Peak junction where the canal is, where the wharf would have been, but we actually decided to get a few miles this way under our belt and we'll do that at the end of the day, so that'll come at the end of the video probably. And the guy said, oh, don't go down there, we don't advise cyclists to go down the inclines.
It's a full moon!
He actually said, it's a full moon and there's accidents on full moons. I don't know if he's serious or not.
I'm not sure he's serious either, but hey ho, let's heed.
So we'll take his advice, we won't go down the incline on a full moon. So, built in around 1831, 1833 in various sections, the Cromford and High Peak Railway joined two canals. One down towards the High Peak junction, the Matlock side, and one the Whaley Bridge side. I think it's Whaley Bridge side. Purely for industry. So yeah, built in early 1830s, basically to transport goods. It was seen as a quicker route than the Trent and Mersey Canal, so it was built to sort of get over the peaks and transport goods between canal to canal, which is kind of ironic really, because obviously at that point railways were really sort of starting to take off, and little did they know obviously when they're building this that this could well be a sort of a major transport route. It was considered to be a transport route over the following decades, and what we're going to explore today is some of the old stations which were built, and I want to say sort of 1870s. They added a few stations along this line, but because of the massive inclines at either end, which tramways were used to, but the passenger railways, it wasn't really a sensible option. And I think after about 3 or 4 years of building some of those stations, there was a crash and they said no, we can't do that here, so we're just going to close it.
I ask you to excuse me in advance, 'cause I'm stuck like a tender food, juvenile and undercooked. I'm feeling in a trance, but can you see?
Already within about a mile of cycling, even if that, probably half a mile, we passed like 3 major quarries, some significant stoneworks. Yeah, we think what we're coming up to now is a small tunnel, which will be part of another video, tunnels of this line, because there's quite a few, but also we're coming up to the Hopton incline, so this is our first incline of the day. Sorry about the sun. 1 in 10? It's not 1 in 10, it's 1 in 14, so it's even worse, or even better, but worse for us.
I didn't stand a chance. See, we're not fit.
Right, what we've established here is nothing at all. We thought that Longcliffe might be here because we've just come up Hopton Incline, which is just there. Longcliffe is another 2 mile, or another mile. That was an 11-minute cycle that way. So we've got a long way to go. This looks like a kind of a very old, lovely little, maybe a station building early on. Fish plate in that little monument there. Anyway, onwards to Longcliffe. Right, this is Longcliffe. This is our first station of the day.
Yes.
I think. We're going to do more later, obviously, as we said. Longcliffe Station opened 1874 to 1877 for passenger services on this line, which obviously they deemed not suitable for passengers after an accident. We'll have to find out more about the accident if we can.
Yes. I much like these Lego bricks though.
Rebecca likes the Lego bricks
I like
that are
giant
used.
Lego bricks.
Temporary bridge Lego bricks. We're fans of Lego bricks, although not in very keeping with the oldie worldy, but I guess it's temporary, isn't it? So
Yes.
also another news, 1 in 1660. That's flat, if that means what it means, and it's not an abbreviation, but 1 in 1660 to my mind is 1 yard in every mile of a hill. So for every mile you go up
I'm good
1
with that.
yard. Okay,
That's my kind of cycling.
okay, let's do it. So another reason why this line didn't work as a main passenger service, at least sort of post 1900, was because of the massive sharp curves. So straight up ahead of us here is a good example, embankment and an immediate left. There's no sort of grace to the curve whatsoever. Later on the line, when we got to, I would say, is it Parsley Hay, where the line was used from the Tissington Trail north, you find that London North Western Railway straightened out quite a lot of it. I'll say straightened out, they smoothed out a lot of the curves, so we'll see that later on.
Update.
Fridden. We're pretty sure it's Fridden. We've done 10 miles. We're feeling it because we're not fit. Next stop is
Parsley Hay.
Parsley Hay.
But a tunnel in between, so
Yeah.
swap videos, but yeah.
Okay, right, game on. Okay, so let's just flip back to Rail Map Online and have a look exactly how this challenge is going, which was to cycle from Cromford up to Whaley Bridge and back, 60-mile round trip, visit every disused station along the line, plus a few tunnels and quarries, all in one day. So the astute viewer will realise we're already 9 or 10 minutes into this video and we've only made it to station number 2 at Fridden. It's actually at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We need to have the bikes back by 5 p.m. and we still would like to cycle up to past the Hay where the Tistenton Trail joins the Cromford and High Peak. And we're also realising that this section of the line is probably going to have to form a part 2. So you join us as we head on to past the Hay and have a spot of lunch and a cup of tea. For me, it's so much more steeped in history because this is early 1830s when they built this, and they built embankments differently to when they built them later on. Everything was more of a straight embankment with walls, and I love that side of it, learning how they did things differently in the 1830s and what they learned over that period of time. And even though I love the part that where they built this railway to join some canals, and ironically what they did in starting these projects was taking industry away from the canals. They didn't know that. They just thought, well, canals are the thing, full stop. We're going to build a railway to help us move transport between the canals. But ironically, they were setting up the future. I love that. Well, that was a long day.
Yep.
Right, big mission fail. We intended to get all the stations done on the High Peak and Cromford and High Peak Railway today, and we probably got 4 done. We intended to go right down to Cromford Wharf and go all the way along the line as far as the other inclines, the other end. But that was a little bit. I think we bit off more than we could chew.
My little leggies couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I don't think.
So today's production has been a little bit shorter in terms of the stuff we've done, because every 400 yards there was something to stop and film and see, and I think that was our biggest trouble today. There was so much to do and see along that small route we did. So we did 12 miles up to past the Hay station and then back basically.
Yep.
And that was insanely difficult to stop and film and do cycle pass and all that.
Yep.
So sorry if that was not really what we intended, but we will be back out on the every Disused station tomorrow.
Yep.
Where we shall bring you continued stations from the High Peak and Cromford Railway.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sleep time.
Sleep time. Right, as ever, thank you for watching. We really appreciate your support. As always, make sure you're subscribed there.
Whoa, that's me.
Sorry. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you like and share and like and comment, and do comment because we always try and reply where we can. So leave us a comment, and we'll see you next time.
Okay.